Lord. Today is Tuesday, and in our neck of the woods, that means it's Tuesday. It is January the 9th, 2024. We are already 9 days into this new year, y'all. 9 days in. I see you on the north side, Cal. Okay. Today we're going to discuss the concept of limitless thinking. Now, limitless thinking refers to adopting a mindset that sees beyond the self-imposed limitations. It embraces boundless possibilities. It evolves breaking free from mental boundaries and challenging beliefs that restrict our personal growth. It restricts our creativity and it caps our potential. So I am going to start with a motivational speech for you guys. This one should be short. Well, it's not that short. It's like 10 minutes, but I think you'll like it.
Life is going to beat you to the ground. Life will break you. Just when you think you've been through the most hell you'll ever face, it'll hit you even harder. And you'll think about quitting every single day.
I know what it's like to wake up every day with a sense of dread, and you don't know how you're gonna make it, and you're all alone. And you've got to say to yourself, when you fail again and again, after facing rejection after rejection, many times with tears in your eyes, it's possible. When life knocks you down, sometimes you gotta take 2 steps back in order to move forward.
When you're in that darkness, it's very easy to think you're hopeless. It's very easy to believe it's over for you. It's very easy to feel defeated. It's very easy to sit there and hope that something or someone will come and save you. But the truth is, you gotta save yourself. You can't sit there and wait for the light to come. You've got to move forward and step your way into the light. That darkness is temporary, and you can fight your way out of it. It only takes willpower.
You think this is it for you? This is far from it. You gotta change your mindset. You gotta start thinking in ways you haven't thought before. You gotta start seeing possibilities for your life you haven't seen before.
You can achieve more than you think you can. You're capable of things that would surprise yourself. You've got to start using your mind to find new ways to break through all these roadblocks in front of you. When you have the will, you'll find a way. And there is always a way. You can get through whatever is in front of you if you decide to.
You just gotta stand for what you believe in and don't let anything turn you around. This is your life. This is your dream. Nobody's gonna fight for what you want more than you. If it's gonna happen, it's up to you to make it happen. If you can focus on finding those ways to win and stop focusing on the ways you're losing, you can make it.
Everything in your way is just life testing you. Do not fail the test. Rise up and destroy these barriers. The people who win, the most common trait they have is they find solutions, while the losers find problems.
The winners are relentlessly working to move their lives into a better state of being. They don't care about the facts. They don't care about the odds. All they do is make a plan and execute the plan. If you change your way of thinking and start seeing the possibilities for you in your current situation, you'll start moving toward victory and away from feeling helpless. But you have got to affirm to yourself that you have what it takes to get through this. Your mind and spirit need to be aligned in the feeling of certainty that I will not stop until I succeed. I will make it happen, no matter what it takes, that this is nothing but a temporary inconvenience. There is nothing that can stop me from reaching my dream.
Most people won't do that. Most people give up so easily. They never use the real power inside them to do anything great because they can't see those possibilities for their life.
Your vision and your perspective of how you see your life is what dictates what you become. If you only ever see yourself as doing just enough to get by, that's all you'll ever achieve. But if you see yourself doing massive things, living beyond what other people could possibly conceive, that's exactly what you'll get. Where your focus goes, your energy flows.
So when you're going through turbulence on your path to success, you've got to hold that vision firmly in your mind.
Don't allow this negative world to throw you off course. Hold the vision and keep walking toward it.
Your mind is your strongest weapon. It has the ability to adapt to any level of pain or difficulty imaginable. It's up to you to harness its power and use it to create new things for you.
You can become more creative, more intelligent, more unstoppable. It's only a matter of your mind. You control your mind, you control your life.
And when you control your mind, there is nothing out of reach for you. You can be, do, and have whatever you want. The only one who can stop you is you.
Some of you have had a marriage fall apart. Some of you have been disappointed in a dream, in a desire, in a goal, in an ambition. And things just haven't worked out the way you wanted them to. And you're starting maybe to feel sometimes a little hopeless. It'll never change. I'll never change. Nothing's ever going to be any different.
And we rationalize with ourselves to where we automatically stop. That's why a bunch of us give up so much in life so quickly. But suppose I told you the greatest pain of my life is the reason I'm standing here today. See, sometimes we think the pain is what controls us. It's actually our subconscious mind. That if we ever tapped into that, that's what dictates most of our lives. If you don't control pain, it'll control you. What is it that will make it worth it for you? To face the rejections, to brainstorm and not be intimidated and say, I can do this. What is it that will make it worth it for you to raise the bar on yourself and say, I got some more stuff in me? What is it that will make it worth it for you to know your vitamin, that you become empowered by it? What is it that will make it for you when you want to give up and things are working against you? What is it that will help you get back up again?
When everything's relaxed and peaceful. Yes, we know what we want to be. We know the person we want to become, right? It's very easy to calculate it in that rhyme to reason when nothing's on the line. But as soon as the heart starts to race, or the bill and the pressure of the lifestyle, the wife, the family, or the job, all of a sudden, we start to settle. I don't want to be that person that's great when everything is going all good, but when something goes wrong, they flee and they want nothing to do with it. I want to be that person that's going to show up rain, sleet, or snow, and they're going to give you everything they got. You got to take my life before you take my drive. I'm talking concrete commitment. I'm talking a commitment that says, I am going to stay true to what I said I would do long after the mood that I've set it in has left. Because character is not something we inherit. Character is something we gotta wake up every single day, we gotta fight it, we gotta build it. In the midst of adversity, in the midst of challenges, in the midst of failures, we gotta get up every single day, and we gotta fight for peace. We gotta fight for happiness. We gotta fight for joy.
Don't quit. Don't give up. Don't be a victim. Don't take the easy path. Don't squander this life. Instead, live with fortitude.
There's times when you think, is there anything that can justify as to why I'm always going through something hard? Sometimes nothing ever makes sense that you're going through. I'm going through hurt, I'm going through pain, there's death in my family, there's sickness everywhere. But I tell you what, you can't throw in the towel. It just means it's time for you to fight hard. It's time for you to stand tall. Lift your heads to the sky and say, I will overcome this. I will fight back. There's always something good that can come from bad.
We live in a world, ladies and gentlemen, where people want instant gratification. They want it right now. No, it's simple, but it's not easy. It's a system that if you work the system, it works if you work it. But make no mistake about it, it's hard. And you are the determining factor. The people that make it in this world look around for the circumstances that they want, and if they can't find them, they create them. It's you that you must take personal responsibility to make it happen. It's hard. No, easy is not an option. However, ladies and gentlemen, what you will discover is that it's worth it.
If people ask you, say, how you doing? Even if you're having some difficult times, say, I'm blessed and highly favored. Because anytime you wake up and you don't have a white chalk outline around your body, it's a great day. So I say to you, it's possible you can live your dream. If it's becoming a diamond, if it's having more, if it's achieving more, if it's being a better father, being a better mother, whatever it is, it's possible you can live your dream.
It's necessary that you have a plan of action, that you're resilient, that you stick to, and you work with the system, that you have the vision and never give up, that you become creative and relentless and keep on coming back again and again and again, and that it's you that you got to take personal responsibility to make it happen, and that it's hard. Easy is not an option. And when life knocks you down, jump back up and say, it's not over until I win.
Said every day you wake up, even if something is going on in your life, when somebody asks you how your day is, it should be blessed and highly favored because you do not have a white chalk outline around your body. Listen, that was a really good one. That was a really good one for me. Hopefully you guys, received something out of that. There were so many points that I feel like we could touch on. And I thought, when I came across that would be beneficial to so many people on so many levels, as far as, just being empowered and, knowing that even when you're having a bad day, we still choose to keep going. We can't sit there. Like you said, no one's going to save us, right? We have to save ourselves. And so even when we're having a bad day, even when we're having a rough day, we have to remember to keep going. So I don't know. I thought that was a really good one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So let's get into this conversation about limitless thinking. Limitless thinking is characterized by a willingness to explore new ideas, to take risks, to adopt change, and by viewing challenges as opportunities for learning and innovation. So a lot of times in life, when we experience a challenge or a setback, some people will just throw in the towel. They're like, oh, I can't do that. I'm not going to be good at that. So rather than just trying it, rather than just persevering through it, they stop right there. Nah, I can't do that. Nope. And so that is that's a limited thinking. Okay? It's like what a lot of us refer to as blocking your own blessing. You've capped your potential before you've even had the opportunity to, hit the bar. So, some key aspects for you guys to want to adopt in order to have a limitless thinking is, number one, open-mindedness. Embrace diverse perspectives and ideas. Yeah, there's a chance we can't do it, but there's a chance that we can. So why not acknowledge the fact that there is a possibility I can achieve this? Rich Rising Shy. Number two is adaptability. Having the willingness to navigate uncertainties and embrace change. Number three, having a growth mindset, which is the belief in the ability to develop through effort and learning. Number four, courage. It takes courage. Courage is overcoming fear and taking bold steps towards your goals. Creativity. Sometimes when these obstacles are placed in front of us, we just have to be creative on how to get around it, right? So encourage innovative thinking beyond conventional boundaries. How many times have people tried to put you in a box and you had to think outside the box, right? So sometimes we just got to be a little creative. What we started talking about before, sometimes you got to see the world through a child's eyes. As adults, we are constantly rationalizing. We're using our past experiences. We're using other people's experiences to limit what we're able to do. Whereas if you think of it through a child's eyes, they don't know any boundaries. You could tell them the stove is hot every day, and honey, they still gonna try to touch it. So sometimes it's just a matter of us being creative, taking a step back. We understand that we might get knocked down. But you know what? I can get back up again. I'm not encouraging you to be reckless, but I am going to encourage you to take a chance. Bet on you, right? Bet on yourself. So then you have resilience. Resilience is bouncing back from setbacks and viewing failures as learning opportunities, right? Having expansive vision. Envisioning a future without predetermined limitations. Imagine a world where you can. That's right, Mika. Take a chance on Mika Brand, honey. You got to bet on you. And so with the expansive vision, imagine a world where you can, right? Because we're constantly living in a world of, I can't do that. I want to do that. I like that. That looks interesting. I can't do that. For whatever reason, I can't because, and we got excuses for days. But imagine a world where you can. Right? Like they tell us all the time, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Now, I might not get it done in the manner that Mika might. I might not do it the way Kale would. I might not see it the way Lady Blue or Wanda does, but I can do it, and I can do it my way. Right? I could just do it my way. And if I do it my way, and that's the way that I want to do it, it can't be wrong. You see what I'm saying? So just imagine a world of I can. And then there's positive self-image. We have to cultivate a confidence and a self-belief. I love using the word impossible as my example, because a lot of times we think that things are impossible when it comes to us specifically, right? That we think that certain things are out of our reach. So all of a sudden we feel like it's impossible for us to do it. Now, somebody else could do that. Kale could do it. Wanda could do it. Blue could do it. Shy got this. You see what I'm saying? Smarty Marty could do it. Like, everybody could do it, but it's impossible for me. Like, I'ma just tell y'all. I like that for you, friend, but it's impossible for me. But then I have to remind myself the word impossible literally says, I'm possible. Right? Or I might be telling somebody what my goals are, and they're going to be like, that's impossible, girl. Like, you cannot do that. That is impossible. And then I got to, flex on them and be like, baby, I'm possible. So it might be impossible for you, but I'm possible. So you can keep your impossible over there because I'm possible, right? We got to shift our mindset and understand that I'm possible. I got this. I can do this, right? So having that positive self-image, knowing your worth, allows you to then add tax, which then allows you to go get what you want in life. It encourages you to keep going. So then that way, when you are knocked down, you can get back up. Because this is minor. This is a little setback. I got this. I done fallen before. And I'm going to fall again. But I'm going to keep getting up. Right? Curiosity. Again, this kind of goes back to that childlike mindset, right? Curiosity. Having the eagerness to explore and learn new experiences. Thank you. The eagerness to explore and learn new experiences. And then, of course, with that curiosity, we got to keep learning, right? We can't quit learning after high school. Got a degree. You think you know everything now, right? You got your degree and you know everything. But no, it's deeper than that. We got to keep learning. We got to further our education, right? There should never come a day when you're not eager to learn something new. Even the best chefs perfect their recipe. Artists are constantly evolving. Exactly, Mika, exactly. So again, continuous learning, value ongoing professional and personal development. Get y'all some self-help books. Listen, go to YouTube University and learn a couple things. You know, while you guys are on social media, make sure you're sitting in spaces that teach you something. And honey, let me just tell you, don't nobody got to teach you toxic energy. We all know what that's about, right? So we don't even need to sit in those spaces, because those spaces are not cultivating anything for us but wasting time. And see, if you know your worth, you understand that your time is valuable, and that's the one thing in life that you can't get back, right? So you know better. You are better. You're worth more. So you know you're not going to just sit in these live streams that are negative, that are serving toxic energy. Bless you, Shy, and thank you so much for being here, love. Let me make sure I give you a follow so we can stay in touch. But yeah, you know, again, start to, you know, be curious, be eager to learn more, keep growing. Right? And I always say that we have to grow through what we go through. So then we should constantly, thank you, Percy, we should constantly be growing, be evolving, becoming a better version of ourselves, right? Because like, I'm good now, but I could always be better. So I'm going to keep growing. I am on this mission right now to where I get my certifications from for coaching. They have 9 master life coach certifications, and under each one of those master certifications, it requires you to take 4 classes, 4 specific courses that then allow you to have a master certification. And there are 9 different master certifications. So we're talking about 36 classes. That's simple math. I could do that, right? So we're talking 36 different specialty coaching certifications. Now, last October, I achieved my first master certification. And I was like, ooh, I'm the shit. I'm the bomb. Like, I got my master certification. Yes, I'm from Ohio. And so I was like, ooh, this is great. This is great. Then I was like, wait, I want more. So then I was like, let me try to do another one. So literally on December 31st, I finished and achieved my second master certification. But then I'm like, I want more. So like now all of a sudden I'm eager, I'm curious. And so one of my instructors said, what are you gonna do? You gonna get all of them? Hell yeah. Cause see, like, nothing's stopping me from doing it. Yeah, so I go to Transformation Academy, and I can gladly share some more information for you. So yeah, just send me a message if you want some more details and information, because honey, I am not a gatekeeper. Yep, so just make sure you send me a message. I'm not a gatekeeper, but like I told you, I'm on this mission to get these 9 courses. So literally when I log off, my brain is onto something else. But if you send me a message, I have no problem sharing the information and helping you get started. But yeah, so I finished my second master's course, and I'm like, okay, cool. I got 7 more to go. So y'all, I made it a point for me to break that down, that by the end of 2024, I'm going to be fully certified. Y'all, I'm taking classes that I have no desire to even teach. But at the end of those courses, I learned something. And if nothing else, I learned information that I could share with you guys. So then that way, when you guys are going through things and my clients come to me and they talk to me about things, thank you, Cal. When my clients come to me and talk to me about things, I have the knowledge and the resources to share that. Now, I can't guarantee that I'm going to go start a course on it. Have a good day, baby. I love you. And check in with your dad. I think he wants you to get something out the van. But, hold on, y'all. My baby done told me have a good day. You just got certified as a life coach last month. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm loving it. Listen, the world needs a lot of coaches, okay? Because all this toxic energy, we are needed. So I celebrate you. I celebrate you. I am so proud of you. But yeah, so like I said, you know, keep wanting to grow, you guys. When you get one degree, get another. Take another course. You know, even if it's just a self-help course, right? Learn to better yourself. I've learned more about me in the process of me becoming a certified life coach than I did about coaching other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've learned so many tips and valuable tricks that has helped me as a mom. That is improving me as a wife, that is growing me as a person. And so there's never an opportunity where I'm not eager to learn something new. And that's that limitless thinking. Thank you so much. That is what limitless thinking looks like. And so limitless thinking involves cultivating a mindset that transcends self-imposed limitations, fostering a proactive and optimistic approach to life's challenges and opportunities. Now, we are our own worst critic. Listen, can't nobody or nothing in the world beat us up harder than we beat ourselves up. And sometimes we got to get out of our own way. And in order to do that, I think we need to understand what mindset is, right? So that way we can recognize when we're hurting ourselves, when we're limiting ourselves. So breaking down mindset. And I want you guys, as I explain this, I want you guys to think about what mindset means to you, okay? I want you guys to describe in the chat what your current mindset is and how you believe that it's evolved over time. So I'm going to give you this definition. A mindset is a person's established set of attitude, beliefs, and perspectives that shape their approach to situations, challenges, and opportunities. Mindset influences how individuals perceive and respond to the world around them. Your mindset affects your behavior, your decisions, and your overall outlook on life. So how many of you can say that you have a positive mindset? Or how many of you are willing to be honest and say, I got a fixed mindset. Like, it could be better. It's a little negative. And don't be ashamed if you don't necessarily have a positive mindset, because there's a good chance that no one has taught you. Excuse me. Mika said you're your own worst enemy. Wanda says I have a positive mindset most of the time. Gloria, starting work on her mindset. Okay. And you came here to stay on track. Yeah, accountability. I love it. I love it, and I'm here for it. So, when we understand our mindset and we start to really be, it's okay, Missy, and that starts today. I got you today. Mika said, I know it's the motivation I lack sometimes. And that's, you know, we're all lacking something, right? And so the thing is, that is why it's important for us to cultivate safe spaces, to find safe spaces to be in. And so when you have groups like the Self-Care Club, right? We get to hold each other accountable. Because when we get together and we start sharing what our goals are, then our brothers and sisters, within the self-care community can say, hey, you falling off, you tripping, you scrolling too much, ain't you supposed to be studying? Like, I've literally had accountability live streams because I needed to get my hours for hosting, but I had homework. And the fam is like, cool, go live. We'll talk in the chat, but you don't say nothing. You listen to the music and you don't say nothing. You get your homework done. And I've literally had the fam pull up and sit 2 hours during a live stream to keep me focused. And I'm talking late night hours, right? So it is because I have a circle of family and friends that help me remain accountable because they know my goals. And we're partners in this self-care. You see what I'm saying? My son is 15, and he heard me say that I want to be up and I want to be live. And, you know, I got to be live by 7, and I'm having a hard time getting up, especially because I done left my corporate job. So I ain't got no real reason to be up this early at all. This is the time in my life that I should be sleeping in, but the people said they need the self-care in the morning. So I got to get up, right? So I'm like, oh, I'm struggling getting up in the morning. My son is like, Mom, I can knock on your door every day when I get up. So my son has begun knocking on my door every day at 6:30 like clockwork. Ma, get up. That's accountability. You see what I'm saying? Like, he got to get up, so he like, hell, of course he like, if I got to be up, y'all can get up too. You see what I'm saying? So you got to share your dreams with the right people. I'm not telling you that everybody's going to support you, but when you share your dreams and your visions and your goals with the right people, oh, they're going to align with you because they ultimately want to see you grow. And those are going to be the people who wake up to wake you up. Those are going to be the people who show up to support you, encourage you, push the button. For those of you who have been here multiple days, I'm sure you've recognized some names and faces of people who are here every day. It's 4 o'clock in the morning for some of y'all. You see what I'm saying? So again, you guys are helping me remain accountable because I know as soon as I push the button, y'all gonna show up, y'all gonna be here. So again, you know, make sure that you're surrounding yourself and you're cultivating spaces that are safe for you and comfortable for you to grow in. And if you're a person who feels like you don't necessarily have that, because sometimes our household is not as supportive as it could be, right? Sometimes we got to seek outside of our household, or sometimes our families are just not as supportive as they should be, right? Sometimes our friend groups are just not as supportive to what we're doing and the changes that we're trying to make because they don't understand what we're doing. And so that's when you seek additional support. It don't mean you got to throw them all to the wayside. It just means you need more. And that is why I created the Self-Care Club, for us to be more, to help each other grow. And so, if you are a person who feels like you're lacking that support, or you're just looking for extra additional accountability, I encourage you to go over to the selfcareclub.org. That's my website, and get you linked to the Self-Care Club. Okay? And join the chat. It like I said, it's a private chat. There are a little over 40 of us in there now, and it is an uplifting space for you to come and find your accountability people. Get your people that feel like sunshine, because honey, there ain't a person in that group that don't keep me on my toes. Never have I, been in there and not been blessed by someone. Just yesterday, one of our members shared, her truth and inspired me to keep going. And I know that it inspired others as well. Rich Risings, Crystal. So again, when we're looking at this, in order for us to get to this limitless thinking, we have to start understanding mindset. And there are two types of mindsets. There's a positive mindset, and there is this fixed mindset. And the concept of positive and fixed mindsets just refer to two distinct attitudes or beliefs about personal qualities and abilities. So obviously, I like to lead with the good, so we're going to talk about a positive mindset first. A positive mindset is characterized by the belief that one's abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and perseverance. Individuals with a positive mindset see challenges as opportunities for growth, embrace learning, and are resilient in the face of setbacks. So if you feel like you are a person who looks at these roadblocks as an opportunity to grow, if you are a person who is eager to learn something new, to learn more, right? If you are a person who gets knocked down and has no problem getting right back up, then you have a positive mindset. Okay? Now, if you are a person with a fixed mindset, understanding that a fixed mindset is pretty much the opposite on the other hand. It's characterized by the belief that one's abilities and intelligence are static traits that cannot be significantly changed. You've just accepted defeat. You just said, you know what? There's no point in me changing, because I don't want to fail, so I am who I am. I'm gonna just be that. There's no sense in me changing. You know, I'm 45 years old. Why should I? I'm never gonna get my degree. Why? I'm never gonna get that job. Thank you, Mika. Have an amazing day. Thank you. Peace and blessings to you. So individuals with a fixed mindset, they avoid challenges to prevent failure. Thank you. They view effort as fruitless. They're like, what's the point? Why bother? Right? Thank you. And so they're like, why bother? And they might be more inclined to give up when faced with obstacles. So they just don't see the point, right? They don't see the point in even trying. Why bother? So that's a person with a fixed mindset. Understand that it's not permanent. You don't have to wear, I'm blocking my blessings like a badge of honor. You get to change your mindset. That's the beauty of our Tuesday, right? So if you feel like you're a person who now is recognizing, I have a fixed mindset. I am blocking my blessings. I am capping my potential. I am limiting myself, right? So if you're a person who acknowledges, you know what, that is me. Oh my God, that is me. Then now you could say, but you know what, baby, today is Tuesday and I choose to have a positive mindset. Let me get out this box. This box don't even hold me. This box, rip me out the plastic. I'm acting brand new. It's Tuesday, right? I don't even know what other song I could come up with, but I know y'all know that one. So it's Tuesday, right? Today's the day that we get to show up and show out. Today's the day we get to make better choices for ourselves. Because we understand now that these two different mindsets affect and influence how we approach life. So, start to ask yourself what comes to mind when you think about limiting beliefs. Because everyone at some point has experienced a limiting belief. So, have you ever spent time identifying your own limiting beliefs? And if so, what impact did it have on your life? And you guys are welcome to add this in the chat. I encourage you to come back, give me an answer, share privately if you want. Again, participation is all on you. You decide how much or how little you wish to participate. Rich Risings, Papa Smurf. When we think about limiting beliefs, think about how these beliefs have shaped our actions and our decisions. So I encourage you to identify your limiting beliefs and then start to challenge the limiting beliefs, because that is a crucial step in personal growth and overcoming obstacles. By recognizing and replacing the negative thought patterns that we experience with positive and empowering beliefs, you can then begin to unlock new possibilities and achieve greater fulfillment in the various areas of your life. Divine Risings, brother man. Once you recognize your limiting beliefs, the next step is to challenge them, to reframe them, to shift them. We're going to begin to replace our negative thoughts with positive thoughts. We are going to incorporate empowering affirmations in our day, right? So that way, the moment I can't do this, that's not possible, that's not for me, I'll never get it. Once those thoughts, those limiting thoughts creep into your mind, you're able to shift it, right? So when we think of some of these limiting beliefs, I'm going to speak for y'all because I know that, some of y'all be like, that ain't me, I ain't going to do it. Listen. Okay, so Wanda said she felt like she was too old to return to school and finish her degree, but here she is. Look at God. Won't he do it? So that's literally right on time. The first one that I had listed as one of the limiting beliefs, and I wrote down 5 of them because I figured y'all was going to be a little nervous to share your truth, and that's cool, right? So the first one is negative self-talk. So when you think of negative self-talk, Rich Rising, Street G, welcome in, sissy. When we think of negative self-talk, a limiting belief is, I'm not good enough. I know, we've all felt it before. I'm not good enough. So, one way that we can recognize this limiting belief is to pay attention to self-critical thoughts and identify reoccurring negative phrases. So we all have something that we say. Whether someone says, oh, she looked beautiful, and you're like, I don't feel that, I don't look like that. That is a limiting belief. Or if somebody tells you, you know what, you're worth more, you deserve more, and you're like, no, I don't. This is all I can do. This is the best that I got. That's a limiting belief. By you saying you're not good enough. By you saying you're not worth this. Right? That's just a limiting belief. It's cool, Dre. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, so don't even worry about it. As Uniquely Chosen walks in the room on a Tuesday. Hey, girl, hey. So, again, we're working on right now recognizing it. And then we're working on shifting it. Okay? So, number 2 was avoidance patterns. So, here you go, Miss Wanda, the avoidance pattern, right? I shouldn't try new things. I'm too old. I'm too old to be doing that. I might fail. That's a young person's thing. I can't do that. I got kids. I can't do that. I'm married now. I can't do that. Right? We have this mentality that we shouldn't try new things because we might fail. We've aged out. Okay? That is an avoidance pattern. And so when we are working on recognizing the avoidance, you got to notice situations where you avoid challenges due to fear or self-doubt. So when you're in those situations and you're saying, I can't do that, I shouldn't do that, that's not possible. Look at that situation. Ask yourself, is it really impossible? Or is it that I haven't realized that I'm possible yet? Hey, cookie girl. So again, ask yourself, is it impossible? Or is it just that I haven't realized that I'm possible yet? Comparison. This is a big one. I would honestly say 80% of my clients struggle with the comparison, thinking that other people are more successful. Other people do it better. I thought about doing this, but then I seen somebody else do it better. Right? So there's that comparison. Whether you compare yourself to others, whether you're pinning people against each other and you're comparing two people who do the same thing to each other, right? When you have that mentality that I ain't gonna measure up, I can't, nope, can't do that. Her background is better, I'm not even gonna live stream. She sing better, I'm not even gonna sing my song for the world. Comparing is a big downfall. You're right, Crystal. And so in order for us to be able to recognize this limiting belief here, we have to be more aware of tendencies to compare ourselves unfavorably to others. And you know, all of these things are a little easier when you have your accountability people. Another one is a fear-based reaction. I'm too scared to take risks. I don't want somebody to see me fall. No, I might embarrass myself, right? That's that fear-based reaction. And so you got to begin to recognize strong emotional reactions, especially fear. And when we think of fear, we have to remind ourselves that fear is typically false evidence appearing real. The word in itself. False evidence appearing real. And so if the evidence that is presented in front of me is false, how can it be real? So how is it really that it's impossible if I'm possible? Right? Like, when I think about my very creation, and I think about why I'm here, right? And if we say that our Creator makes no mistakes, then I can't be a mistake. Therefore, even if I make a mistake, I am not the mistake, right? So, is it really impossible? Or is it that I just haven't figured out that I'm possible yet? Thank you, Crystal. Have an amazing day, Queen. So again, with the fixed mindset, we got to get out of that mentality that I can't change who I am. And we got to start to notice the thoughts suggesting that our abilities are fixed and can't be developed. We have to remind ourselves, and I'm going to keep saying it, it's not impossible. It's just that I haven't found out that I'm possible yet. It's not impossible. I just haven't figured out that I'm possible yet. And that's what we're working on. So in order to challenge these limiting beliefs, I would recommend that you begin to do things like positive affirmations. Replace those negative thoughts with positive affirmations. For example, shift the I can't do this to I am capable of learning how to do it. Might not be able to do it today, but let me watch this YouTube video. Let me take this course. Let me read this book. I'm gonna get it tomorrow. I might not be able to do it today, but it's not impossible because I'm possible. I'll be back. Right? Evidence collection. Start collecting evidence that contradicts your limiting beliefs. Focus on instances where you have succeeded or grown. So think about the last time you thought you couldn't do it, and then you came back and you did it, right? So if you did it before, you can do it again. So let's go. Let's get it done, right? Reframe your negative thoughts. Reframe those negative thoughts into more positive thoughts, more realistic statements. Instead of thinking to I always fail, say, you know what, I've fallen before, I'll get up again. Right? So instead of saying I always fail, yeah, you know what, I done failed before, I'll get up again. Mindfulness and self-compassion. Show yourself grace and mercy. Go easy on yourself. You got to start to practice mindfulness to observe your thoughts without judgment. Cultivate self-compassion by treating yourself kindly. Show yourself that grace and mercy that you out here showing everybody else. You deserve it too. Add some tax to your worth. Seek feedback. Talk to your friends, your mentors, your counselors, your communities, right? And inquire about your limiting beliefs, because honey, they're going to point them out to you. They know you. So they're going to tell you what your limiting beliefs are, right? And don't allow it to beat you up, because we're on this journey to heal. We're on this journey to grow through what we go through. So it's just for realization purposes. It's not to beat ourselves up, because remember, we just talked about showing ourselves some grace. But in order to do better, we got to know better. So you got to seek that feedback, gain perspectives to challenge and reshape your thinking. Number 7, goal setting and achievement. Set small, achievable goals that align with challenging your limiting beliefs, and celebrate every single success to reinforce that positive mindset. You know, it literally is like, I wanted to stop ordering out so much, so I started cooking more. Thank you. I started cooking more at home. But y'all, I was like, I don't really feel like standing at this stove and cooking like this whole thing. Let me break out this crock pot. Let me put this roast in the crock pot and let it cook for 8 hours while I do whatever else I feel like doing, honey. But I had to celebrate each win, because I was still able to do the things that I wanted to do and put a home cooked meal on the table for my family. Right? So I set a small goal for myself, and I made it work for me. And you know what? The next time, maybe I won't break out the crock pot. Maybe I'll do something different. Right? But I'm still going to celebrate this win, because baby, a win is a win. And that pot roast was winning, honey. That pot roast did not survive the day. It's a whole nother story that goes with that pot roast, but it's too soon for me to talk about with y'all right now, because my husband still might be a little triggered by that pot roast. But let's just say somebody in the house thought it was real good. And they had themselves like 3 helpings of the real good. So then when the man of the house came home, he ain't have him none of the real good. Like, y'all. But it's too soon to talk about it. And I ain't one to gossip, so y'all ain't heard that from me. Don't y'all go telling that man that I done talked about this pot roast story again. All right, so let's get through this, y'all. We are already a little bit over, but we started late, so I'm gonna keep going. I respect and understand if you guys gotta go. Thank you so much, Dre. I respect and understand if you guys gotta go, but I am gonna go ahead and continue, even though we're over our time, just to make sure that we fully get this out there today, okay? So when cultivating a growth mindset, for us, first understanding a growth mindset means believing that your abilities and intelligence can be developed with effort and learning. The benefit of a growth mindset is that it helps you bounce back from setbacks, stay motivated to learn and improve, and it allows you to approach challenges with a positive attitude. It's like having a mental toolkit that supports continuous learning, teaches you resilience and a belief in your own potential for success. So just a quick list of benefits associated. So this is the why. Why should I have a growth mindset, right? Why should I choose to have a positive growth mindset, right? Number 1, resilience in the face of challenges. Number 2, continuous motivation to learn and improve. Number 3, increased efforts and persistence. And I know I'm going through this fast. Don't worry, it's all written down. I got y'all. And the recording is coming. All right, so number 3, increased effort and persistence. Number 4, adaptability to new situations. Number 5, higher levels of achievement and success. Number 6, positive self-image and self-esteem. Number 7, an openness to feedback for personal growth. Number 8, enhanced problem-solving skills. Number 9, cultivation of talents and exploration of new interests. Number 10, a positive influence on others, fostering a culture of improvement. 11, reduced fear of failure. And number 12, a long-term success and fulfillment. Because aren't we growing through what we go through? Hey, smarty girl. Aren't we growing through what we're going through because we want to achieve that fulfillment? We want to find our purpose, right? So having a growth mindset can bring about positive changes in various aspects of our life. Just choosing to think positively in a situation allows us to grow, allows us to do better, to be better. Okay? Rich Risings Queen. So I am going to end with some affirmations because we haven't done those yet today. But before I do so, there are 2 books that I recommend you guys check out. You can buy these books on Amazon. They also have the Kindle version and they have the Audible versions. So I recommend, the first one is The Magic of Thinking Big. The Magic of Thinking Big. And that is by David J. Schwartz. I'm going to say it again. The Magic of Thinking Big by David J. Schwartz. Green heart when you got it. The Magic of Thinking Big by David J. Schwartz. Yep. David J. Schwartz. SHWARTZ. All right. The second book is The Power of Positive Thinking. The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. Thank you, Smarta. Those are 2 very good books. If you are seriously seeking to shift your mindset, to start operating from a place of positivity, those are 2 books that I would definitely recommend reading, listening to, that will really help unlock things for you. Rich Rising Serenity. So again, I will make sure that I share those out in the chat. I will have this information uploaded and for you guys. But yeah, those are really two great books that can help you master the problems that you have when it comes to a limited mindset, a fixed mindset. And it will help you to reveal things about yourself and for those around you, right? But we're working on self-care. It's called self-care. So we're gonna work on ourselves selflessly, because we know that self-care is not selfish. And we are going to, keep growing through the things that we go through. We're going to learn more about ourselves, because when you know better, you do better, and we're going to be better. We want to be better. All right. So again, The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. Thank you. And The Magic of Thinking Big by David J. Schwartz. All right. So the last thing that we're going to do is to do our affirmations and positive thinking statements to get you going through the day. And then I will play one more motivational speech at the end, just because I found two and I thought that they were both amazing, and here we are. Okay, so it's Tuesday and I chose to do that. So that's what we're gonna do. I love you. Okay, let's get these affirmations going. And by the way, thank you, smarty girl. And by the way, in the background, what you hear is a 528 frequency. Hey, solar god. What you hear in the background is a 528 frequency, which is a frequency of positive transformation. So let's go. Remember, with our affirmations, I say it, we say it. Y'all better say it, because I'm listening. Rich New Day. You better say it, because I'm listening. Now I'm holding y'all accountable. Don't make me look crazy saying these things twice. I say it, you say it. Let's go. I am capable of handling anything that comes my way today. I am capable of handling anything that comes my way today. I heard some of y'all. Every challenge is an opportunity for growing and learning. Every challenge is an opportunity for growing and learning. I see you, smarty girl. I approach today with a positive and open mindset. I approach today with a positive and open mindset. My actions are aligned with my goals and values. My actions are aligned with my goals and values. I am resilient, and setbacks are just stepping stones to my success. I am resilient, and setbacks are just stepping stones to my success. My thoughts create my reality. My thoughts create my reality. I radiate confidence, self-respect, and inner harmony. I radiate confidence, self-respect, and inner harmony. I am in control of my thoughts. I am in control of my thoughts. I choose positivity. I choose positivity. Today I choose joy, kindness, and love. Today I choose joy, kindness, and love. I trust my abilities, and I am on the path to success. I trust my abilities, and I am on the path to success. I am deserving of success. I attract positive outcomes. I am deserving of success, and I attract positive outcomes. I'm gonna say that one again. I am deserving of success, and I attract positive outcomes. See, we gotta remember, I don't chase, I attract. Let's add that one to the list. I don't chase, I attract. I let go of what I cannot control, and I focus on what I can. I let go of what I cannot control, and I focus on what I can. I embrace change with curiosity and adaptability. I embrace change with curiosity and adaptability. I am a beacon of positivity, inspiring those around me. I am a beacon of positivity, inspiring those around me. I am worthy of all the good things life has to offer me. I am worthy of all the good things life has to offer me. My mindset is a powerful force for creating my best life. My mindset is a positive force for creating my best life. I am present in this moment, and I trust the journey ahead. I am present in this moment, and I trust the journey ahead. I welcome challenges as opportunities to showcase my strength. I welcome challenges as opportunities to showcase my strength. And our last one, I am surrounded by positive energy and supportive people. I am surrounded by positive energy and supportive people. So those were our affirmations for Tuesday. Those are positive thinking statements to start your day. Honey, the glow up is real. And just remember, when you find yourself challenging your thoughts, or, when you find yourself getting ready to tear yourself down, to cap your potential, to limit your potential, ask yourself this question. Is it really impossible? Or have I just not realized that I'm possible yet? I'm gonna say it again. I need y'all to get this. Is it really impossible? Or have I just not figured out that I'm possible yet? Because, honey, everybody gonna tell you that's impossible. You shouldn't do that. Our sister Wanda, that's impossible. Girl, at this point in life, you should not go back to school. That is impossible. But then our sister Gloria had to come back and tell us yesterday that she didn't achieve not 1 but 2 master's degrees. So Miss Gloria taught us yesterday that it's not impossible because she was possible. Wanda is showing us with her first day of class that it's not impossible because she's possible. We can do it if we just put our mind to it. If there's something that you want in life, again, ask yourself, is it impossible? Or have I just not realized that I'm possible yet? That is when you start to know your worth. Then we add tax. Then we multiply it. Then we divide it, right? We grow it. We manifest it. That's when we show up and we act a little different. People be like, oh, you acting brand new. And it is, because I am brand new, baby. That was then. This is now. New year, new me. New year, new me. Out with 2023. 2024, kick in the door, aim for more, right? She act like she all that, and is. You ain't got to see it, I do. Right? You ain't got to see it. Keep doubting me. Keep questioning me. Keep on. Keep on. Keep on keeping on, right? So yeah, so that was a lot. Y'all, that was 6 full pages of content, y'all. But we got through it. And you know what? There's so much more. And of course, we have several more Tuesdays this month. So we're going to keep touching on that. We're going to keep talking about the importance of shifting our mindset. We got 3 more Tuesdays this month, y'all. So don't you worry. We're going to get some more in there. But the last thing that I had was another motivational speech, because like I said last night when I was working on this, I could not choose between the two. And I was like, why? It's Tuesday. Why don't I just choose both of them? Perfect. So before I play this motivational speech, I'm going to go ahead and say my closing. First off, I do want to still give a moment. If anybody has any questions in the chat, feel free to add them. If anybody has any comments, concerns, and they don't want to address it up here, y'all know how to find me on the back end. All right. I know that, like I said, we ran over a little long today, but it was worth it. It was needed. If nothing else, I needed it. So thank y'all for helping me remain accountable. Because I can never be basic, right? Like, I can never be basic. Yeah, so listen, that's why, I don't know about y'all, but I love t-shirts and sweatshirts with affirmations, inspiration, stuff like that. Because when I look in the mirror, that's what I see. When I'm live and y'all looking at me, like, I'm looking at me too. And so I have to remind myself, like, y'all, I got to be my own hype man sometime. Because at 6:30 in the morning, don't nobody be here with me but me. So I got to, I got to hype myself up until my besties arrive. And then I let y'all take over, right? So listen, I'm here for it. I am here for it, Smarta. And Smarta, I've been meaning to catch you, sis. We got to get you over to the self-care club chat. And I feel like it would be so beneficial to you, to us, combining you into that area. The same way the Smarter Biz group blesses so many, I think that you having that other self-care community would do the same. So we gotta figure that out. But yeah, I'm gonna message you, sis, because I also don't want it to. I will say this: it's not a burden. It's not an added thing that you have to do. It is a go at your own pace. We're there when you need us. Let's celebrate the wins. It's like that. So it's not an added kind of expectation, a chore or whatever. It's check in when you need to. So yeah, I'm definitely inviting you into that space, because I think that it's something that could really be beneficial for you and a lot of other people that you know. Yeah, I got you, girl. I'm gonna send you a message. So again, let me focus. Let me focus real quick. So, like I said, if anybody has any questions, feel free to inbox me. I'm going to make a post. I will post on my pages both of those books that I suggested for you guys. And I can share the links for the motivational speeches. I really just want to sit and say thank you to each and every one of you for your presence, because again, I am fully aware that time is valuable. So I thank you for your presence and the gifts that you've shared for me today. A reminder, if anyone is seeking information about life coaching, I encourage you to just go ahead over to selfcareclub.org for details on how you can book your free discovery one-on-one call with me. And I welcome all of you to continue to join us on weekdays at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for our Let's Talk About Self-Care sessions. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so it'll be Wellness Wednesday. And again, we will start right at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. So thank you guys. And like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and play this other motivational speech because it was really good.
The first book I tell anybody to read is The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. That's the beginning. You've got to fix this. The difference between successful people and non-successful people is this. The second book is The Magic of Thinking Big. The Magic of Thinking Big taught me right away, man. Steve, you gotta elevate your thought process. Don't aim low, aim high. Aim for the moon in case you miss, you still be amongst the stars.
The formula for failure: a few errors in judgment repeated every day for 1 month starts the weakness, starts the disaster process. You can imagine what happens in 6 years. Now here's the formula for success. A few simple disciplines practiced every day. And if you decide today to go for the apple instead of the Hershey bar, I'm telling you, you have begun the process of turning your life around. And if you keep up that process, not only with your health habits, but with your money habits and with your communication habits, with your sales habits and management habits and every other habit that you got, if you'll start that process, eliminate the errors and replace it with disciplines practiced, I'm telling you, you can start this process of life change immediately. After today, you don't ever have to be the same again, only by choice.
You thought you was just gonna have a dream and a goal, and you was just gonna wake up and just walk into the sunset. It don't work like that. You have a dream, and then life punks you. Life punks you and say, do you really want this? It's a part of it, but I paid too much. My greatest moments didn't come from my greatest moments. My greatest moments came from my greatest defeats. Because it was during my defeat that I had to find a way to get back up.
If you want to see if you're a brave person, wait when things go completely to pieces, when things are the worst, when your very best deal falls apart and your rent is late and you're tired and you're sick and everybody is mad at you and your car doesn't work, then it's the person that picks themselves up and says, nothing is going to stop me. Develop the quality of being unstoppable. Say in yourself that no matter what life throws at me, it'll never stop me. No matter how rough it gets, I will never quit, and nothing will ever stop me. Make the decision that you can be tired, you can be worn out, but nothing is ever going to stop you. It's a wonderful feeling. It's the basis of self-esteem.
If you guys mentally believe you can do it, your body will find a way physically to make it happen. If you're short up here, it doesn't matter what you do with these guys, it will never materialize into anything. No dream will ever become a reality. Winners, the difference between them and the spectators is the winners have a belief that overrides the crowd's disbelief every single time. Their belief is so strong, even though they hit failure and they get knocked on the ass, they're finding intestinal fortitude to stand back up again, face that same challenge, learning from the previous mistakes, and make it happen.
You think that everything the mind tells you, I need to follow. That means freedom. No, for us, it's the other way around. To learn and not follow what the mind tells you. This is the first step towards freedom.
Our minds are morphing from minute to minute if we let them. If you are not paying attention, if you are on cruise control, then your mind is not under your own control. We can't be in cruise control. You can't let your mind be in cruise control. You have to be cognizant of what you're thinking. You have to be aware of how you are being influenced. Because in this day and age, right now, if you aren't careful, you can slide down the path of least resistance, the path to weakness, and the path to a lack of control as to what is happening in our lives, in your life. Life will happen to you instead of life happening for you. Do not allow that. You have to take control. You got to do something to get control of your brain. You got to check yourself. Control the things you think about. You can actually control how you feel. You can control what you think, and you can definitely control what you do. You got to be the master of your mind.
Dedication, dedication, dedication. That's the name of the game. If you keep going every single day and don't stop, your competition will fall off. These other people aren't cut like you. You're cut from a different cloth. They take days off. They get tired. They get weak. They get lazy. But you, no, you don't allow that. You grind every day of your life, putting one foot in front of the other. You do that, and I promise you, you'll be lapping all of these people.
75 years. That's how much time you get if you're lucky. 75 years, 75 winters, 75 springtimes, 75 summers, and 75 autumns. When you look at it like that, it's not a lot of time, is don't waste them. Get your head out of the rat race and forget about the superficial things that preoccupy your existence and get back to what's important now. Right now, this very second. And I'm not saying drop everything and let the world come to a grinding halt. I'm saying that you can become a seeker. You can be loving more. You can be taking some chances. You can be living more. You can be spending more time with your family. You can be getting in touch with the part of you that lives instead of fears, the part of you that loves instead of hates.
If you want it bad enough, you find a way. If you don't want it bad enough, you find an excuse. The person that finishes the race with their hand held isn't about the, how big they are, how tough they are, their potential. It's a perseverance. Meaning it's not about the dog that's in the fight. It's the fight within the dog. Well, yeah, it's a shit situation. I gotta go to work because I gotta pay the bills and support my family. But you know, it doesn't mean I have to shortcut my success in what I'm doing. I'll find a way to work this out. You go after things. You try them. Even if you fail, you get back up. And you continue to try and fail. Continue to try and fail. And ensuring you never fail to try. Because nothing's impossible.
There's this thing about people, and they talk about manifesting. It's fucking real, man. When you figure out who you are and what you want to do, and you devote your life to it like a maniac, like you're all in on this thing, and you manifest Most of these people end up doing what they say they're going to do and being who they say they're going to become. And there's no excuses, there's no fucking days off, there's no not willing to grind and everybody's against me and this didn't happen for me because of this and that and all this whining and put the ass bullshit that a lot of people do these days. Is these people who dive in and they're hardcore and they're focused and they know what they want, they know who they are, and they lay out these short-term goals and this roadmap on how to get there. Most of those people make it.
Only weak motherfuckers in life go after things and attempt things they already know they can achieve. You gotta do something you're not quite sure of. Try something new if you want to switch it up. That's where growth comes, man. That's when your body's forced to adapt, forced to suffer the discipline today, so you never suffer the form of regret tomorrow.
Stop letting people define you. You're gonna run into people that's friends, family, associates. They ain't winning life. They gave up on their dreams. Their dreams ain't work out because they ain't work their dreams. But y'all don't let them tell you that y'all can't work your dreams. All of y'all got a shot. Be mindful of the information that y'all take in from losers. There's a lot of losers out here. A lot of losers. A lot of people that gave up on their dreams. A lot of people that don't love themselves. Just because they don't love themselves, don't let them put their energy on y'all, their insecurities and the fears on y'all. Y'all got a shot out here. Don't never let anybody take your belief in yourself away from you because they hurting your side. Don't you never let nobody do that. Always believe in who you are in the darkest moments, man. In the darkest moments, when you at that pain, when you at the bottom, know that you're gonna get back up. But you gotta believe that you're gonna get back up.
It's not what you get that makes you valuable. It's what you become. So part of the key here is to set the kind of goals that will make something of you. Don't set them too low so that you don't have to grow and you don't have to read and you don't have to try and you don't have to stretch. Don't set them too low. And then don't sell out. Don't go for something that's going to cost you your virtue or cost you your values or sell out your principles. There's a good middle road here to follow. Goals that will inspire, goals that will help you grow, change, develop, and become better than you are.
The hardest thing is to start. Start, man. Most people are frozen with fear and you frozen with the how-to. You can't figure out how to make $1 million, so you never start. You ain't got to know how to make $1 million. Who told you that? You got to start, man. You got to take a leap of faith. Quit tripping yourself out of the blessing because you worried about the how-to. Ask, believe, receive. Yeah, but I'm trying to line all my ducks up. You're not finna get them lined up. Quit worrying about if you don't have the education, if you don't have all the credentials. You need the vision and you got to be ready to work. You got to go for it.
It's always the quiet work that you put in with your own two hands when no one else is watching. That's the 1 degree of separation from you and everyone else when it comes to productivity. It's the quiet work you put in when no one else is watching.
It's 2 a.m. right now. No one here. 2 a.m. What I love about 2 a.m. is that we're not living by the clock, man. If you got a clock says it's 10 o'clock, time to go to sleep, or 9 to 5, time to go to work. That's bullshit. If you're in bed right now and you're rolling around, you can't fall asleep, get the up. It probably means you haven't done an honest day's work to earn that rest at night. 2 a.m., not a fucking person's here. I can put an honest day's work in here like more than anyone does in a week, and no one sees it. Because it's supposed to be that way. This is a fucking means to the ends. It's not the ends. All those motherfuckers that come in here with their hair done, the makeup, these guys come in the shirts to be seen, missing the fucking point, man. You're not in here to get an achievement. You're in here to pay your fucking dues, so later in life, you never wonder what it.
My personal question to you is, why not you? You've got the brains, you can make decisions, you can study the plan, you can change your life, you can grow immensely in the next few years, you can make your dreams come true, you can become healthy, you can become powerful. Why not you? You've got the stamina, you've got the vitality, you've got the interest, you've got your life ahead of you, you've got the future. If I can do it, you can do it. If one of us can do it, hey, we all can do it.
I don't know if y'all know it, but we're gonna win. I don't know if you feel it, but we're gonna win. I don't know if you can see it, but we're gonna win. You got to understand, we're gonna win right now, not later, right now.
Everything changed for me when I understood this philosophy. Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. That's the simple philosophy that changed my life forever starting age 25. If you work hard on your job, you can make a living, which is fine. If you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune, which is super fun. You can have more than you've got because you can become more than you are.
You ever had a gut feeling that maybe you were meant for more because you weren't really sure what the next best steps were to achieve it? Me too. So what's your more? What's your destination? And I'm not talking about just more money or more things. I'm also talking about more love, more joy, more choice, more balance, more trust. What's your more?
I don't give a damn what degree you got. Degrees don't make money. People make money. Look, Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg ain't got a degree between the two of them. But they got more degrees working for them.
If I said right now, everybody in here, we're all gonna run a half marathon in 5 days, all of us, and we all going, yeah, we're getting fired up. I said, yeah, we're gonna start tomorrow at 5 a.m. and everyone's hugging each other. We're gonna start at 5 a.m. We put our hands in, we're motivated. We leave. 5 a.m. comes. It's dark. It might be cold. Our bed is comfortable. It's hard to get motivated at 5 in the morning. And maybe you do it one day, but again and again, you're gonna call again. You want to sell a property, you're gonna go out there again. You're gonna get rejected, you're gonna go do it again and again. That is the X-ray vision. You have to train your brain by doing things that make you uncomfortable consistently to build this mindset that when things get hard, which they will be, we don't shy away, we don't quit, we attack. I'm seeing through all those walls. I'm getting to where I want to go.
Of course, you don't feel like doing it. Of course you don't. It's hard, whatever it is. And you rationalize and you justify and you make excuses like a high-priced defense attorney trying to win the case for weakness. That lawyer in your head is good. That lawyer knows just what to say. That lawyer knows all the legal loopholes and definitely knows how to sway the jury. So how do you compete with that? Don't play the game. Don't argue, don't discuss, don't negotiate. You tell that snake of a lawyer that's in your head to shut up. Tell him you don't want to hear it. Tell him you don't need to hear it because you are not the guilty party. You're in the right. You are on the side of strength and stability, and you don't need approval from this lazy lawyer to go and do what you're supposed to do. Instead, just go get to work.
Just go get to work, y'all. Tell that lazy lawyer in your head to shut up. Stop being your own critic. Get out your own way. We just got to get up and we got to go do it. Steve said we don't have to know how to make $1 million. For what? We just got to get up and go get the bag. Right? So, again, I hope you guys understood why I needed to also play that one for you today. That motivational speech is just the power of positive thinking by some of the best motivators that I could come up with. Yeah, amazing. That's that YouTube University, y'all. I'm telling y'all, y'all can learn a lot on YouTube. Use it for good. So I thank you guys again. I'm going to say it again. I thank you guys for your time. I thank you for being here. I thank you for all of the gifts that you shared today. I truly appreciate each and every one of your presence in my space. And I hope that you guys come back tomorrow, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're here Monday through Friday, just spreading positivity on purpose, just taking a few mindful moments and having a positive start to your day. So again, join us tomorrow for another Let's Talk About It self-care session. And keep in mind that today is Transformation Tuesday. So the first step that you can do for yourself is to choose to have a positive mindset. Choose to have a positive outlook on things. Choose positivity. And I'll see you tomorrow for Wellness Wednesday. Thank you, guys. Go be great. Choose positive vibes.